Much better.
Imagine 6 months staring at that chunk of rock.
To an independent miner, that's paradise. Aegis 7 is one of the richest finds in CEC history. Some prospecting team set up for life. Now where is she?
There. Confirming visual contact with USG Ishimura.
What a beauty. Biggest planet cracker in her class, you know. And it looks like they already popped the cork.
Why is it so dark? We should be able to see her running lights.
Yeah. I'll get us into hailing range. Someone's got to be waiting up for us.
Just be careful on the approach. I'm not taking any chances with CEC's pride and joy.
No chances, huh? Is that why you were digging into my personnel files before we left?
You check your file access?
I'm a computer analyst. It comes with the job.
I ran standard CEC background checks, Miss Daniels. If you want to work in the big leagues, you have to play ball.
Sir, we're in hailing range. USG Ishimura, this is the emergency maintenance team of the USG Kelly, responding to your distress call. Come in, Ishimura. Ishimura, do you copy? Come in. This is the USG Kelly.
You ever hear of a full communications blackout on one of these things?
Never. Come on. Someone pick up the damn phone.
What the hell is that?
Sounds like their communication array is busted. Maybe a broken encoder. Daniels and I can handle it in 48 hours, max.
Hey, that gives you plenty of time to catch up with Nicole.
Yeah, I hope so.
Jen, Johnson, take us in.
Gravity tethers engaged. Automated docking. Let's go.
Losing control.
We're on course.
Daniel!
Guidance system override isn't responding.
Shit, we're coming in too hot. It's gonna smash us into the hull.
Check! Aim for that emergency stabilizer. There! The blue light! It might slow us down.
Got it.
Drop the flash. Everyone brace yourself. Everyone okay?
I'm good.
I'll live. Hey, Johnston. All right?
Alright. So initial thoughts of the cinematic so far. I really like the way everything's going so far. I like the graphics, the sound design, all of that. The one thing that I have a little critique about is just the how did I call it? The fact that when they kind of crash, none of the people move forward due to the inertia. So that's kind of the thing that just kind of pulls you out. But let's continue.
It's my ankle. Might be broken.
Shit. But better than a broken neck. Or worse. Good call on the stabilizer, Isaac.
That I always read the manual.
What the fuck's going on with flight control? That guidance system's a death trap.
Better add it to your repair list. Jen, what's our damage?
Comms are down. We lost a port booster. Got a fire in one of the stabilizers and... Singularity core's a mess. Could be worse, but not by much.
Then let's get some help. Johnston, stay with the Kellyan. We'll send a medic. Everyone else, with me.
Crap, we came down hard.
Zach Hammond. Background request. Request here's what we find. Specialists. Isaac Clark. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, I know I probably should just read this, but I am not gonna read all of that. That's a lot.
Let's get this done.
Isaac, guess we better go. At least we didn't take out the sign.
Oh.
Let's get this done, Isaac. May as well get signed in.
Hmm.
Isaac, come sync your rig.
Welcome, Isaac Clarke, to the USG Ishimura.
Really? Only I have to do that? That's just kind of
Sync.
silly.
Collect kinesis and stasis modules from Acting Chief Engineer Jacob Temple. Location? Error. Employee not found.
Hmm.
I can't reach security.
Same for the chief engineer. What is wrong with their comms?
I'm taking that. That's the beginning of my paycheck, okay?
Someone left in a hurry.
Okay, disclaimer article.
Where's the security detail? Where's anybody?
Imagine a world where basic resources like fuel, ore, metal, and ice are hard to come by.
For God's sake. That security console's still working. Isaac, get a damage report. I'm done playing around.
Does anyone else smell that?
Smell what?
Like something died in the air vents. Oh.
All right. Mm-hmm.
Can you reroute power to the elevator?
Well, I can do that.
Something on the floor here. Is that?
Isaac, I need that damage report.
Yep, that's blood. Now, I do like this part. There's actually stuff around. I like the fact that they cluttered the area by making it look lived in. Before, this entire hallway just didn't have anything except for this little console here.
Oh god, that smell.
What have you got, Isaac?
Shit. It's not just comms or the guidance system. Half the Ishimura's in the red. Engines, hull, the trams.
Who could do that kind of damage to a planet cracker?
Okay, got us some power. Ventilation's up. Power to the elevators.
Oh, there goes.
Quarantine activated.
Another malfunction?
No. The quarantine systems are all fine.
Oh, wait. Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Is there actually a vent?
Yeah, man.
Take it easy.
I want to see it.
Daniels, get those elevators.
There's something in here with us.
Okay, so no, it's... Ooh, I didn't even see that guy. I would love to, but I don't know how to run. Running. I am running, all right. All right. Yep. That actually looks like wet blood. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. I am glad that it is now less glitchy. Although I do think he walks like he is constipated. That kind of spooked me. I completely forgot about that stuff. Yeah, he kind of walks like he needs to poop.
Security request retrieved.
It didn't die. We shot that fucker right between the eyes and it didn't die. Smith had to shoot its fucking arms and legs off. For God's sake, send help!
Do. What was that little thing? Air 70 seconds, armor 0%, clearance 0. And there's the actual map. Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Isaac. Oh my god, Isaac. You made it.
They're everywhere. Shin, is he,
He's gone. Nothing I can do. What the fuck are these things?
the ones I saw? Some of them were wearing Ishimura uniforms.
Mm-hmm.
They're the crew? How the hell can they be the crew? Look at them.
We need to get to the bridge.
Oh, yeah.
There's 1,000 people on board. Someone will be there.
We can't. The tram system's wrecked. Everything's locked down because of the quarantine.
And you're both repair techs. So how do we do this?
There's a broken tram car blocking the tunnel. It's gridlocked the system. And the data board's burned out. I can't lift the lockdown or call the tram until we get a spare from the maintenance bay. But it's all on Isaac's side of the quarantine.
I'll handle it. Just make sure there's power to the repair systems.
And Isaac,
Yeah?
I'm sure Nicole's okay. She's a doctor, right? She'll do the smart thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she always does.
Except for she
Find
won't.
somewhere safe. I'll be back soon.
Yes. I understand. I need to get the tram running. The tram.
Isaac.
I don't need that. We're going to save. Because it's always a good idea to save when you can. Ah. All right, let's. Mm-hmm. Really? Rude? Ooh, a stasis module. Right where it is. In the original. So far, everything pretty much the same, just slightly different. All right. In case you're wondering, I was listening to an audiobook while playing. I can multitask sometimes. You know, I found a man inside the vents. Okay. That's just a little bit of clipping. A little bit of clipping right there. The the no smoking sign. A little bit of clipping there. But you know, that's fine. Ah, man. Now, that's no fun. Wow. You can actually hear Isaac's heartbeat as part of the ambient noise. That's just amazing. He told me to bring the others. Okay. Flight deck. So...
Isaac, don't bother shooting those fuckers in the head. Doesn't even slow them down.
Okay. The only way is having them apart. Those arms, their legs.
Does that even kill them? Or do they just stop moving?
Well... I can tell you this right now, it's just a silly thought.
Retrieved.
Vents into engineering. You got a stasis module handy? We need one in tram maintenance stat. The autoloader's fried. I got a damaged tram car on the tracks, and if the whole system's gridlocked, guess who they're calling? Temple here, sending a stasis module now. What happened to the autoloader? No idea. A lot of shit's been breaking down. I keep hearing things. Down in the gears where no one could be. You know? I know.
There he explodes. So apparently instead of just one single stomp to cause them to explode, I have to do it a few times. All right.
Repair systems online. Loading system reinitialized.
There's.
Warning. Autoloader malfunction. Please contact a repair technician.
I am the repair technician. Ah, dang it. Now, I might just... Alright.
Right loader claw disengaged.
Any luck moving that tram car?
I had it right the first time, and... God dang it.
Great.
Okay.
Hurry. Okay. Sound carries down here.
Left loader claw engaged. Replacing damaged traffic. Please stand by.
There we go. Uh-huh. Kind of weird that they just keep coming. But I guess...
Tram replacement complete.
You got it. The tram was jamming the whole system.
That's one down. You said the data board was fried too?
Inventory says there's a spare board in the maintenance bay. We can't run the trams without it.
To hydroponics. Excuse me. Hello, viewer. Come to say hello? Hello, hello? Just checking out. Really? The first hour. Which means I'm just going through the sequences, seeing what's new, what's different. Everything in this hallway looks pretty much the same. The only thing new, I would say, is probably... yeah, probably just the background graphics. They're a bit more fleshed out. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't remember there being a shooty one, but I guess it was bound to happen for the remake. Clearance level 1. This little thing right there, I think that's a little showy and dumb, but I'm sure somebody else's opinion is a little bit better. Yep, I figured that was gonna be it. Okay. Yep, there's the map. There's the map. And we go up there, around there. Up there. Uh-huh. Locked, locked. Mm-hmm. Yes. Need data board. Your locator knows the way. Now, sure, it's right next to the tram, but there seems to be just a lot of bags everywhere. Well, yes, this hallway did have bags to begin with. Alright, let's see if we can just go in and shut off tutorial. Is there a thing like that? I just want to shut off tutorial. Is it just in gameplay? Log close mode. Weapon name is blah blah blah. Orient view, center view. Okay, show tutorial. Let's just shut that off. That just gets annoying, constantly being reminded of things. And there we go. All right. What's cargo hull storage? Hey. No one said you could do that. Ah. You're not coming through? There we go. All right. There we go, maintenance bay. And then we save it. Take that, you. No one likes a pushy person. Oh, you're up there. Hmm. Ah, interesting. And there, I went full circle. Well, that was a little weird, but okay. I'm sure it happens. Well, let's see. Can I go through the door? I don't... Nope, I can't. Can't go through the door because it's not powered. So the elevator's in a different spot. So that's kind of interesting. Hmm. Yep. Huh. If you ever watched my gameplay videos on YouTube of me playing this exact game, you would notice that I don't jump or scare a lot. It's mostly because the only thing that really gets me is jump scares, and mostly that just annoys me. But it's kind of fun. Text log. Alright. Mission day 2. Gyros. Day 3. Scopes. Day 4. Landing receptors. Ooh. Yeah. Sounds to me like they need a lot more. Lights? Oh, silly talk. What do I need lights for? Mm-hmm. There we go. And reload. Quite simple, really. Do 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 do. So yeah. It's quite simple, really. Ah, yes. Uh-huh. And there we go. Look, I'm fully healed again. A bench. A bench. Text log. Alright. To Smith from right. Poker night. Keep this off rig link in case Benson listening. You in for poker night, or are you going to let Caitlin keep walking around with your credits? Ba-ba-da-ba. He's in. But can you not invite Heavy? Yeah. And last night I had one of those dreams. But my dad was sitting next to my bed talking to me. Felt so real. And that is the marker having an hallucinogenic effect on you. It means that you are
Isaac, we
slowly
can't stay here much
going
longer.
nuts.
Hearing a lot of movement.
Hold on. I got the data board. I'm coming back to tram control now.
Daniels, get ready to go.
Yes. And the first thing you should always do this is increase your capacity damage. And reload time. Yep. The thing is, unless it's your suit, the plasma cutter fixes everything in battle. And there we go. And here we are to save again. I'll get to the point where we get to the tram and then I'll call it quits. Because that would be the whole hour. Yeah. More money. Always good. It's not like we're doing a speed run or anything.
System restart complete.
But yes.
Maintenance complete.
It's
Calling
done.
tram.
It's clear.
Calling tram.
Now arriving at flight deck tram control.
Yeah. There should be some kind of, like, automatic washers.
We're on board. Something hit the roof, but it seems operational.
Quarantine lockdown's lifted, so you can get to the hangar. Comms are still down though, so be ready for anything.
What's the plan?
You and Johnston fix up the Kellyan. We report to the bridge. Standard emergency protocol.
What? Protocol? Hammond, people are dying here.
And I'm not losing anyone else. We stick to procedure. We'll get through this.
We'll see.
Yeah. Knowing what I know? Clearly, she wants to stay longer. Alright, let's see. I've gone everywhere except for locked rooms, which I can't go to them. But then again, I'll be heading in this direction again at some point, I think. Yes, I will. Do. Only 11 before it's 10. Oh dear. Yes, I know. Woohoo! But money.
Isaac, we made it to the bridge. There's no survivors. Daniels is trying to get into the command computer.
Oh, so they moved the save point from over there to over there. Okay. Yeah.
What have you got on you? Is that blood?
Haley, I need you to listen. The Ishimura's overrun with... They're fucking monsters. You didn't hear anything?
What? No, the comms are still out. Isaac...
We need the Kellyan fixed now. Got a damage report?
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah. Oh, she did. And there goes Isaac. Well. No one said I had to deal with this. That's just rude.
Isaac, what's happening down there?
Johnson's gone. Kelly and two. The singularity core overload.
No!
Kellyanne was our only way home. We're trapped.
No! I'm not losing two good people for nothing. What about the command computer?
It's a brick. All the primary systems are locked down with the captain's codes.
So we find Captain Matthias, track his rig.
He's in the morgue.
Okay, here. Captain Benjamin Matthias. Location medical. Status deceased?
Even the captain? God.
Well, yeah.
Isaac, you're closer to medical. You can double back and cut through maintenance. Find the captain's body and get his rig. With his codes, we... What was that? Chen?
Okay, Hammond, run!
Shit.
Yep. And that's when you learned the dead become your enemies. So, I believe here's a good spot to call it quits. In fact, the good spot to put an end to the first hour of Dead Space. I hope you enjoyed, and I'd like to say that I enjoyed it too. It was a really good, comprehensive upgrade to the original Dead Space. The ambience, the background sounds, even the fact that you could hear Isaac's heartbeat in certain situations is just astounding. But there were a couple of things like the clipping sign, the fact that there wasn't any inertia when they initially crashed. Like, sure, things kind of rattled, but the people in the seats and the seats themselves didn't necessarily move much, you know? Even if it's bolted to the ground, the top portion might shift slightly depending on how rigid it is. But the people in it should definitely move, even if they're strapped in. But that's just me. So, thank you for coming to watch. I might be doing something in probably an hour again, but I'm not sure. So, let's just go on a little raid of somebody. I don't know who yet. Well, let's see who we've got. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. How about this gentleman? So, if you wish to join me in the raid and just go and say hello, Let's have fun.